Well, here it is, the latest find. It's a 1972 Serra Scotty Sportsman Highlander. As far as I know, it's a lot of stuff. Travel camper. I'm not sure if it's 13 or 14 feet. I actually have to measure it. It's March 2020. These propane lines will probably replace. I'll test them, but the line looks a little, a little chafed. Probably replace all the rubber on it. Use the newer style adapters. These obviously are the old style. It's got to be probably completely rewired. That's okay. We'll get into that. It's really, overall, it's in really good shape for its age. It's a metal exterior aluminum camper. It has the original Serra Scotty hubcaps, which is great. I'm going to get some new white wall tires for it. I'm going to paint these wheels probably teal and get those chromed, those hubcaps chromed up, cleaned up. Somebody started to kind of try to maybe do a major teardown on it. All these screws are gone. There's some screws in the front that were gone. This window is only in by a couple screws. This one's only in by a couple screws. But I think what they were doing was, this is the problem back here. It's going to need, this entire rear skin is going to have to be pulled up. You'll see when we get inside. There's water damage in there. Kind of built-in step, which is cool. It's nice vintage linoleum. Actually has like gold flake in it. I think I'm going to keep that. That's pretty cool. It's definitely vintage, and there's some other ways to go, but this linoleum is vintage, and it's kind of desirable, and it's in good shape. Really, the only problem is here is this edging here needs some welting, some trim. Clean that up, and some extra trim in here. Magazine holder. This tabletop here is actually pretty darn cool. I mean, it's got this gold marbled look to it too. It's in good shape. It's not scratched up or tore up. I think I'm going to try to keep that. The upholstery's in good shape. It doesn't scream 60s. It's definitely kind of a tweed, but definitely 70s. If it was in worse shape, I'd consider changing it. But it's not. It's actually white vinyl on the backside too. So you could actually flip it over if you wanted a more 60s kind of white vinyl look, which is neat. The whole thing folds down into a, I'd call that a queen size bed. Got your storage up here. This is the only fixture that's really totally broken, and I might even be able to salvage that. I might be able to glue that back together. Or I might try to 3D print a reproduction or something. I mean, that's just, it matches the other fixture, so it's pretty cool. Somebody painted the wood panel interior from a wood grain to kind of a tan. Looks like they just did it with a brush. We're probably going to change this color anyway. Probably go with white, and then thinking about making all these hatch panels vintage Scotty teal blue. I'll pull a little bit more of a 60s vibe out of it. The Highlander, I guess, is the bigger deluxe model with this hump in it, and this hump really allows, I'm 6'2", it allows me to stand comfortably in the whole camper without banging my head on anything, which is great. Some of the Highlanders had windows in there. I'm kind of glad it doesn't, because everywhere there's a window, there's a potential for a leak. And you know, this is the worst of the water damage up front. That's, you know, phenomenal. Here's the wash closet. Really has a lot of features for a camper of its size. Some towel racks there, toilet paper holder. It's full stand up, and I can stand up in it too. Shower. There's some water damage there, but I don't think it's from the outside. I think it's just from moisture from the inside. We'll see when we start pulling the roof off how far we have to go. Original fixture, medicine cabinet with storage, little sink. I think that's, I mean, it's certainly savable. Just clean it up. It's plastic. We'll have to see how it cleans up. It's actually a spot here in the floor. There's these lugs for a dry flush toilet. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Pick up like a Coleman dry flush toilet, put it in there. You can either leave it in there when you take a shower and use it as a seat, or take it out, put it outside when you're ready to take a shower. Either way, it's a goodly shower for something this small. A lot of campers, travel trailers this size, you really don't even have that. Gas light fixture. Look at that heat shield. That's in great shape. I mean, I'm going to put an element in that, and that's definitely a keeper. Even if you converted it to electric. But why would you if it works? Over here we got storage. A lot of storage. There's the curtain rods. They're vintage gold. We'll see about that if what we decide to do. Plumbing's in good shape. A little bit of water damage there on the vent. That can be patch repaired. It's all storage over here. That vinyl's coming down, but it's dry up there. I mean, that's just age. It's not even water damage. Dry, dry, dry. Dry is good. A lot of little cool features. In case you didn't know, this is a coat hook. Spring loaded. Put your coat on there. Folds back in when you don't need it. A lot of cool, thoughtful things in here. This refrigerator, boy, I hope this works, because I can't see taking it out. It just fits so good. We'll see. It's I think it's a 3-way. I don't know what brand it is. You'd think the brand would be plastered on it, but it's not. I mean, it looks like it's hardly been used. I even saw on the internet somebody took this bottom cabinet, removed the works of the refrigerator from underneath, and put a window air conditioning unit in there, which isn't a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. So we'll see how we make out with the fridge. It's spring, so all the animals are carrying on, if you can hear it. So, neat feature here. Really like a full-size bed back here, but there's also an upper bunk. So you take that second mattress, you throw it up there, and you make that an upper bunk, or you make it storage. My idea for this is to make that, I'm going to pop this out a little bit, like so. Hinge this, and then make it so that this folds up to here, and then I'm going to put cabinet doors, 3 cabinet doors in here. So, and it's going to lock up and latch in, so it's going to be overhead storage, but if you want to drop it down as a bunk, you can. Same idea, you just take the second mattress, throw it up there. That's my idea. We'll have to see how that works out, how that plays out. A lot of these have had canvas hammocks. That's not a bad idea either. But this is original because it's got the square drive screws. I've never seen this layout, and I haven't been looking that long in a Scotty. But I mean, in theory, you could say this could sleep 2 people up there, potentially 2 kids there, 1 kid up there. You know, 5. Maybe back in the day they'd say it sleeps 6, but I would say it would sleep a family of 4. You know, parents and 2 kids comfortably. There. Well, let's get to the kitchen, shall we? Overhead storage. All pretty clean. Really not much, no water damage in here. Little water damage around the skylight. I think it's been caulked shut. That's going to get replaced because it's actually got cracks. And it looks like somebody even put roof coating sealant over it. Maybe to seal up those cracks. I was thinking about putting another skylight in the top of the shower too. So we'll have to see when we get into the roof. This is the worst of the water damage back here. So this is going to get from at least down there, that hump, up to probably here. That rear skin's going to get pulled off, and all this is going to get redone. Birch framing, insulated, and tightened back up. But I mean, for 1972, geez, I've seen 2002 Class C's, you know, and the overheads are tore up about the same. So it's not going to, I don't think it's going to have to go like down to the floor or anything. I don't even think I'm going to have to pull the walls off. Might have to pull, I think, somewhere around that window line, probably back. Maybe pull the walls off. Get some clean wood right at that trim line right there. Maybe replace that from there back. But that's not, I mean, that's not that bad. If you watch videos on these things, people take them all the way down to the floor and redo them. Double bay sink. Not sure what's going to happen here, mainly because of this crack. This is just plastic, so I can't see. What I'll probably do is try to get a stainless steel sink, set of sinks for it, salvaged or something from an RV place, and replace the sinks. This whole countertop probably's got to go. Not sure what this is. Looks like a hand pump, maybe. I'll have to research that. Somebody made, maybe from an old piece of stop sign or something, made a nice cover there. Sink's probably gonna, the whole countertop's probably going to get replaced, so I'm not too concerned with that. Really cool details like this extra workspace folds out here. That's plastic. It's in good shape, so that'll probably be retained. A lot of storage underneath. Here's your 3-burner oven. Probably have to refinish the top here. The paint's cracked. Paint that white. It'll go good with all the teal blue accents. Range hood doesn't actually have a fan. It's got a light fixture, but doesn't actually have a fan. So that's kind of weird. Could put one in there for sure. Might do that. Look at those cool knobs. Your furnace, pilot light is under there. It all has to be checked. I'm gonna have to check the propane lines and the water lines and everything. And that about does her. Oh, I forgot to show you the other fixture here. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with it for what I paid for it. I just ordered new tires, some light lenses for the exterior. Looking at paint swatches. The girlfriend's looking at paint swatches. She's pretty excited about it. She says it is too cute. Capital C-U-T-E exclamation mark. So stay tuned. This is pretty much this is the shape I bought it in, and we're gonna go from there and have some fun restoring this. Might even camp it, and then find it a good home.